Okay, this is Bill Apter, and once again we're speaking here with Bruno Sammartino. Bruno, first of all, how did you and Bruiser lose that title to the Valiants?
Well, actually, it was a very unusual loss, if you want to call it a loss.
Did Heenan have anything to do with this?
Well, yes, but the whole thing is this, that the original rules, as I always understood them, was that the title could only be lost by pin or submission, which is the same rules as my title, the World Wide Wrestling Federation. That night, it was a ridiculous kind of a thing, because here everybody was in the ring. The Bruiser and I, the Valiants, Heenan was in the ring and so forth. And anyway, when the air cleared, there was a disqualification, but disqualification was against the Bruiser and I, because supposedly we were the first two involved in there. Mm-hmm. And so I
feel the title should not have changed hands.
That didn't matter to me, because if it didn't change hands, I would have had it forfeited anyway, because I couldn't be part of that thing anymore since I have this title. Right. But to me, it was just a crazy, mixed up thing. In fact, the people were so confused. The questions were, how did you lose the title? Because unless I misunderstood it, you could lose it by disqualification. But that's all. But that's all it was. And anybody that was there will tell you there was no pins or anything like that.
You don't know if the WWA has got different rules in that department, let's say?
They could have, but if
nobody include you.
But nobody include me on it, no.
Okay, what about a rematch now? Are you not gunning for it because you have the World Wide Wrestling Federation title?
Yeah, I don't want to gun for any title. Not while I have this the world title, the World Wide Wrestling Federation title. I'm not. I wouldn't want to go after any other title.
Okay, now Jim Valiant and Bobby Heenan recently have picked up a third, John Valiant, who has admitted that he's wrestled up until he was ready for Jim Valiant under various different names, getting experience till Jim Valiant said, "You're ready to join me." Is John Valiant as brutal as his brother Jim Valiant, in your opinion?
He's just as rough, but I'll say this: he's a very capable wrestler. He's very fast. He moves very good in that ring, and I think that he has added a lot to Jimmy Valiant, really. I think that...
You think he's a benefit to Valiant?
Oh, absolutely. I think that Valiant may have had tag team partners in the past, but I don't think he's ever had one quite like this one. He's young, and he's big, he's strong, and more important is he moves very, very good. Very, very good.
Yeah, as brothers, they know each other's moves, I imagine.
Yes, sure.
Okay, Bruno, one more question about that. Now, how would you compare Bobby Heenan's tactics with somebody like Lou Albano? You've had run-ins with both of them. Are they both pains in the behind, so to say?
Yeah, they're similar in certain areas. For example, they'll... where they're not familiar, Heenan doesn't scream and holler from the outside like Albano does. Right. But Heenan is a little more cagey. For example, if he can hook a leg, or if he can jump in and do something to distract you, or to stuff like this. He's in and out. He moves in and out fast. Yeah.
Basically, to keep you and the referee distracted.
Right.
Okay. Now, Bruno, getting into this other story, a blunt question: could Bruno Sammartino defeat Gagne or Brisco, in his opinion?
In his opinion, well, I don't like to really give opinions like that, because I've never, unless I've wrestled somebody, I will tell you this, what I feel. First of all, I feel that as long as Bruno is in shape and he keeps training and he doesn't have any injuries to keep the training part away to where he can fall back, Bruno's got the confidence that he can go in a ring against anybody and win. He may find that be wrong at times, but this is the feeling that I have.
Well,
Talking about Brisco, I feel like this. Brisco is a very capable wrestler. But we have to look at the advantages and disadvantages. One might say Brisco may be a little faster than Sammartino. Well, this may very well be true. But then you have to look at Brisco's a 210-pounder and Sammartino's 255 pounds.
You feel the weight would have a advantage?
The weight and the strength that goes with that weight. I think I'm known for my power in wrestling. I'm known for strength, and where Brisco's known for speed. Now then, I think I have the advantage of him, strength and size.
Well, suppose he got you down, he got you into that dreaded figure 4 leg lock. Could you handle yourself with that?
Well, I don't want to say yes or no, because unless you're caught in a particular situation, you really couldn't say whether you can get out or not.
You ever been in that hole?
Buddy Rogers years ago tried it on me, but he was never able to, because my legs were too strong for him. And, yeah, he could never get it on. And I'm not saying that that this fella might not be able to. I don't know, but it's just like you asking me, Bruno, could he get out of your backbreaker? I don't know. I'd have to get him on it first, then I would see.
Okay, well, Jack Brisco now, defeated Harley Race, okay, in a match, I believe it was under an hour. You wrestled Harley Race in St. Louis, and it went to an hour draw.
Right.
Now, how do you explain this? Is it the difference in styles between you and Brisco? That
Wait, you can't go by that. That means nothing to me, because if you look at the records, I'll show you where Harley Race had defeated Brisco several times before this night. And let's go back with me and Koloff. How many times did I beat Koloff? And then finally he beat me for the title. You know, you can have an off night and you lose. You know, you can have a great night where nobody could touch you that night. On the other hand, you know, some nights you may do your best, but your best doesn't come out. Race, you know, your point was that, in other words, he beat Race, and I had a draw with Race. Well, yeah, you know, but again, Race has also beaten Brisco. Race has never beaten me.
True.
You know,
okay.
So you know that's the only answer I can give you.
All right, let's switch over to Verne Gagne now.
Well, again, Verne is a man that I've always respected and admired, really, because he's been in the game a long, long time. He's been a great pro. But again, I have to also put him in the same class as Jack Brisco as a junior heavyweight, because he's another guy that weighs about 210 pounds. He's got great experience as far as the game. I will not put myself above him in that respect. But too, you know, size, strength is a factor. And you know, Bill, I'm not exactly what you'd call slow either. I think I'm known that I can move too.
You're very fast, especially in that.
So you know, you know, I think my speed, if not as good as theirs, but it's not that far apart.
Have you ever been caught in a sleeper hold? Because Gagne supposedly is one of the best advocates of that sleeper, and he likes to wind his matches up with that.
Look, yes, he's great in it, you know, but to get someone in a sleeper hold, boy, you have to have him pretty good trouble beforehand.
You have to catch him. Huh?
Yeah, and I don't know that he can, you know, he'll have to get me in a position first, because my neck is also known to be very powerful, and I don't know that in other words, I feel that I could handle his weight to where he could never apply it on me. That's how I feel.
All right, one more question, Bruno. If you wrestled Brisco or Gagne on their home turf, do you feel that the psychological advantage they'd have with the fans might defeat you?
No, because I wrestle everywhere, and so do they, you know, as far as that goes. And I think that you have to put your whole concentration to the match itself. Tonight we're at the Guards, we may have 23,000 people, whatever it holds. You're concentrating on the match, I'm not even hearing. No, I really don't. I'm concentrating on the match. So where it doesn't really matter.
Okay, great. Bruno Sammartino with Bill Apter.